Today we're going to visit High Falls State Park, which is the state park that has the highest cascading waterfall within the Middle Georgia area. Stick around and see what we get. So we are here at High Falls State Park. Great thing about this park is it has a 650-acre lake that is known for Middle Georgia's, well, it's known for Middle Georgia's top lake for hybrid bass and striper fishing. Now they rent canoes, kayaks, and then the paddle pontoons that you see right there. And most of, if not all of Georgia's state parks have the life jacket loaner stations, which are like this. So we're at the registration building now. So when you come in, you'll come in off the main road, and then it's one way. You'll come into the stop sign, you'll take a left, you'll go back around to the back of that building right there to register to camp here. Or you do what we did, you just pull all the way around and park at the back side of the building, and then you can see the waterfalls. This park is located in Jackson, Georgia, and Jackson, Georgia was basically a ghost town after the railroad came through this area and bypassed Jackson in the 1800s. So we're walking up on the trading post now where you would go in and register, and they have camping supplies and shirts and any, you know, like most state parks do, is they sell items in here.
Hold on just a second.
There is a code they give you at the registration office to punch in and open up the gate. High Falls State Park River Campground sits on over 1,000 acres along the Tawaliga River and High Falls Lake. The park has RV and tent sites with water and electric hookups, some larger pull-through sites for bigger rigs, and shaded campsites with picnic tables and fire rings. Throughout the park, there also have bathhouses with hot showers, and it's a pet-friendly camping campground. Some of the things that campers really enjoy while they're there are the waterfalls, the river views, the quiet wooded campsites, and the hiking trails to the old mill and powerhouse ruins. They also have yurts available for glamping style stays. Some of the sites throughout the park are closer together than others. So if you want more privacy, the river camping section is usually preferred. So before coming a state park in the 1800s, this was a booming town that had grist mills, power plant, cotton gins, blacksmith shops, and it even had a hotel, and believe it or not, it had a shoe factory. But here's a shot of the, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, the Tawalaga River. And I will tell you, I'm glad I got my hiking boots on, because this is some treacherous terrain. I gotta have my flip-flops on. So back before the big flood of '94, we used to come down here, and this used to be a fantastic spot for catching crappie. But you could come out here and you could catch huge crappie. Now, and it's been many years since I fished here, but by the looks of it, you know, they still have, there's corks everywhere, so maybe they're back in here. I guess back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, this building right here served as a generating plant, power plant, whatever you want to call it. This state park is a favorite park to stop at for RVers because it's right off of I-75 and easy to get into and easy to get out. However, if you do have a big rig like us, it's not big rig friendly. The narrow roads going in and out, there's trees along the side of the road, and the entry point coming through the gate is extremely narrow, and with your tail lag coming on that right hand side, we wouldn't make it. So if you would, I'm going to tell you, if you're 40 foot or more, then I wouldn't attempt it.
Is that the channel water?
Yeah, so yes, so all this, see how this is kind of a bowl right here?
Yeah.
And you see the structures down there?
Yeah.
So that's where all the water rushed to the powerhouse plant. So they're kind of, you know, bowl shaped right there. Mm-hmm. And it held the pipes that routed the water to it. And the water would enter right here. we're gonna do the 1.5 mile trail, which is right here. Looking right there is where we were standing on the other side of the falls. So I'm not sure if I've said this before, but you were allowed to go out on the rocks. And it's been 20 something years ago, but you were allowed to go on the rocks. And since the flood, and since we've had rescues and people stranded and people died on these falls, they will not allow you to go out on them anymore. But you could literally go out there and get in that little wade pool right there where the calm water is and hang out all day. And Georgia heat, you know, you're talking 95 to 100 degrees, and that water is probably, if I had to guess, when it's 100 degrees here, you may be talking 85 to 89 degrees. So it felt really good. I will tell you, we didn't do the whole 1.5 miles. We probably did, I'm gonna say 3/4 of a mile. The trail leads past the falls all the way to flat ground, and then it's basically just a little small running creek, and then it's woods, you know, so you have the woodsy scene where you're, you know, walking through all the shade, which is nice too. But it's 3 o'clock now, so we're gonna leave here and head on back. We still have to cook some supper and enjoy the evening before our company has to leave, so that's the plan.